Have you ever wondered why some women seem to face the hardest trials only to come out of them stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable? It's almost as if they're being tested in ways others could never understand. But here's the truth. These women are not just surviving their struggles, they're being forged in the fires of adversity. They carry a strength that has been built through every hardship, every battle, and every moment of doubt. They face the toughest challenges because they are destined to become the pillars, the leaders, and the warriors of this world. Life's toughest battles are not a sign of weakness. They are a reflection of the strength they have inside them, a strength that has been shaped by God, tested by fire, and proven by resilience. You're standing there in the middle of everything falling apart. The weight of the world is pressing down on you, and for a moment it feels like you're drowning. You don't know how much longer you can keep going, how much longer you can keep pretending that everything is okay. Every step feels heavier than the last, and with every setback, your strength feels like it's slipping away. You start to wonder, why is this happening to me? Why am I the one who always seems to face the hardest battles? It feels like no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, something keeps knocking me down. You might be asking, God, why me? Why do I have to carry this weight? I know how that feels. You've probably thought about quitting, about throwing your hands up and walking away from everything that's been dragging you down. The fear, the exhaustion, the feeling of defeat, it's all real and it's all consuming. But here's the thing, that battle you're facing right now, it's not a punishment. It's not there to break you. It's there to push you, to shape you, to make you into someone stronger than you could ever imagine. God doesn't give you what you can't handle. I know that sounds like a cliche, but take a moment to really think about it. There's a reason why you're still here, still fighting, still moving forward, even when you feel like everything inside of you is telling you to give up. It's not just about surviving, it's about becoming. You're not carrying that weight because you're weak. You're carrying it because you're strong enough to carry it. God knows exactly what you can handle, even when you don't. In the midst of your struggles, you might feel alone, like you've been left to fight this battle on your own. But I promise you, you're not alone. There's a power inside you that you haven't even begun to tap into yet. It's a power that was placed inside of you from the very beginning, waiting for the right moment to rise up. You see, when life hits you with hardship, it's not because you're being punished or tested beyond your limits. It's because that's exactly what you need to step into your purpose. Your strength doesn't come from avoiding the fight. It comes from standing up when everything in you wants to fall down. It comes from choosing to keep going, even when you don't know how you'll take another step. That's where your true strength lies. What if I told you that this hardship, this challenge you're facing right now, is actually a gift? What if I told you that every ounce of pain, every tear that has fallen from your eyes is shaping you into the person you were always meant to become? It might not feel like a gift. It might feel like a curse. But the trials that you face are molding you into something greater. They are preparing you for a future you can't even see yet. A future where your strength, your wisdom, and your faith are unshakable. The strongest women are not the ones who avoid struggle. They are the ones who rise when they are called to face it. They are the ones who refuse to let their circumstances define them. When they are pushed to their breaking point, they rise. Not because they are perfect or invincible, but because they understand that the power to overcome is already within them. They understand that what they're going through is temporary. It's not the end of the story, it's just the beginning of a new chapter. So, I want you to stop looking at your pain like it's something to fear, something to run from. Look at it for what it really is, a sign that you are being prepared for something bigger. You are being shaped, refined, and strengthened through every battle you fight. You may not see it now, but there is a reason why you've been chosen for this struggle. And that reason is bigger than you. It's part of the divine purpose for your life. You have the strength to carry this weight. You have the strength to face what's in front of you. And when you come out the other side, you'll be able to look back and realize just how far you've come. The trials you face are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you into someone unstoppable. Don't ever doubt that God knows exactly what He's doing. He doesn't give you what you can't handle. He gives you exactly what you need to rise, to grow, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Trust in that and keep moving forward even when it feels impossible. You are stronger than you think. You stand there feeling exposed. The weight of your emotions pulls at you, and for a moment you wonder if anyone will truly understand the pain that you're holding. It feels like weakness, doesn't it? To be this raw, this open, to let the world see every crack in your armor. It feels like everything inside of you is screaming to hide, to bury the feelings so that you don't have to confront them. You've been taught to be strong, show no weakness, never let them see you fall. But what if I told you that your vulnerability, the very thing you fear showing the most, is where your true strength lies? You've been told time and time again that vulnerability is a sign of weakness, a flaw that will make you crumble. The world tells you that strength is about being unbreakable, about pushing through the hardest days without letting anyone see how much it hurts. But what if everything you've been told is wrong? What if your real power is not in hiding your scars, but in letting them be seen? What if it's in those very moments of fear, sorrow, and uncertainty that you find the divine strength you've been searching for? I know what it feels like to be afraid to show that side of you, the side that is vulnerable, that is fragile. We live in a world that celebrates the unyielding, the impenetrable. We think that we have to carry it all ourselves, shoulder every burden, hide every tear. We've convinced ourselves that to show our struggles is to fail. But the truth is far more profound than that. The truth is that it's in your vulnerability that God's strength is most clearly revealed. God's strongest women are not those who never feel weak. They're the ones who can stand tall even when they're broken. These women don't hide their pain. They don't bury it under a facade of perfection. They embrace it. They let themselves feel everything, the sorrow, the fear, the uncertainty, because it is in those moments when they are at their lowest that they are open to the transformative power of grace. It's easy to think that strength means never showing your wounds, never letting the world see your cracks. But that's not strength. It's fear. Fear of judgment, fear of appearing less than what we think we should be. But vulnerability is the opposite of fear. It's the courage to stand in your truth, to say, this is me. I am not perfect, I am not invincible, but I am still standing, and in that I find my strength. In the deepest parts of your pain, when you think you can't take any more, God's grace is there, waiting for you to open your heart to it. It's in those very moments of weakness that you are held. Vulnerability is not a door to your destruction, it's the key to your healing. It's in your openness, your willingness to show the world your scars, that God's love pours in and fills the cracks, making you whole again. The strongest women are not those who never fall. They are the ones who know how to rise after every fall. They don't shy away from their struggles. They embrace them, knowing that through their vulnerability they are revealing the depth of their faith, the strength of their character, and the immense power that comes from God's grace. They are not afraid to admit that they need help, that they cannot do it all alone. And in that they become a living testament to the strength that lies in embracing our human vulnerability. When you stop hiding from your struggles and allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open the door to healing. You begin to transform from the inside out, shedding the armor of fear and shame that you've carried for so long. It's not easy. It's not comfortable. But it is necessary. Because in the rawness of your vulnerability, you tap into a power that no amount of pride or perfection could ever provide. You are not weak for feeling. You are not weak for crying, for stumbling, for admitting that you don't have all the answers. In fact, it is through your vulnerability that you become stronger than you ever imagined. You begin to realize that you don't have to carry your burdens alone. God is with you, and His strength is revealed through your willingness to embrace your truth, to show the world that you are human, and that is enough. So let go of the fear. Let go of the shame. Embrace the power in your vulnerability, because it is in those moments of surrender, when you are most exposed, that you will find the strength to rise higher than you ever thought possible. You've been through it. The pain, the heartache, the exhaustion. You felt every ounce of it, and right now it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. It's as though you've reached your limits, as though you're standing at the edge of everything you thought you knew and you can't take another step forward. You've questioned everything. Why am I going through this? What's the point of all this pain? And maybe, just maybe, you've started to wonder if God is punishing you or if you've somehow failed and now you're being left to face the consequences. But what if I told you that this struggle, this pain, isn't random? What if I told you that these battles you fought and the ones you're still fighting have a greater purpose? What if everything you've been through has been part of a plan, a divine, intricate plan designed to mold you into someone you're destined to become? We've all been told that struggles and hardships are something to avoid. We've been told to run from pain, to avoid the discomfort that comes with growth. But the truth is far from that. Every trial you've faced, every setback you've endured, every tear you've shed, it's been shaping you. God doesn't let us go through these trials without a purpose. He allows us to experience pain because, like gold, we too must be refined in fire. You see, gold doesn't come out of the earth shining. It doesn't appear perfect and whole. No, gold is buried deep, hidden in rough rock and dirt. And to make it pure, to reveal its true brilliance, it must be subjected to intense heat. The fire burns away the impurities, revealing the precious metal underneath. It's the same with you. You've been through the fire. You faced pain that you never thought you could survive, but here you are, standing tall, still breathing, still moving. That's your refinement. That's God working in you, shaping you into someone greater, someone stronger, someone more powerful than you could ever have imagined before the fire. I know it doesn't feel like it when you're in the middle of the struggle. It feels like the world is falling apart, like you're being torn down from the inside out. It feels like you'll never be the same, and in a way you won't. But that doesn't mean you're losing yourself. It means you're becoming who you were always meant to be. Every moment of pain is not a setback, it's a step forward. Every moment of doubt is an opportunity for growth, a chance to realize that you are stronger than you ever thought possible. For some women, life is a constant battle. But those who walk through the hardest struggles, those who rise from the ashes of their pain, are the ones who are truly refined. They're the ones who understand that life isn't about avoiding the pain, it's about using it to become who they were always meant to be. They walk through the fire and come out stronger, purer, more focused than before. It's not easy, it's not comfortable, but it's necessary, because you cannot be who you're meant to be without being shaped by fire. The challenges you face, the obstacles in your path, are never pointless. They're part of God's divine plan to mold you. They're not meant to break you. They're meant to prepare you for the incredible purposes He has set before you. The woman you are becoming, she is being formed through every struggle, every hardship. She is rising from the fire, and when she does, she will be unstoppable. God uses pain to refine us. He doesn't want to see us broken. He wants to see us transformed. The pain you feel now is not the end of your story. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. One where you will stand taller, stronger, and more resilient than ever before. And one day when you look back on this journey, you'll see how the fire that nearly consumed you was the very thing that made you shine. So don't fear the fire. Don't fear the struggle. Embrace it. Know that every tear, every moment of despair is not in vain. It's all part of the process. You are being refined, and you are becoming the woman God has always known you to be. When you rise from this fire, you won't just be stronger, you'll be the purest, most powerful version of yourself. And nothing in this world will be able to take that away from you. There are moments in life when it feels like everything you've worked for, everything you've believed in is slipping away. You've fought so hard, you've given everything, and now the weight of the world seems too much to bear. The road ahead is dark, and the promises you've clung to feel like distant echoes. Fear rises, doubt takes root, and in the quiet of your soul you wonder, why does it have to be this way? Why does it feel like I'm fighting a battle I can't win? It's in these moments that your faith is tested the hardest. When it seems like the world is crumbling around you, when the pain feels endless, when you're standing on the edge of everything you've known, it's your faith that holds you. But that doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean you won't question, won't feel like giving up. The strongest women don't avoid these struggles. They face them head on with a faith that sometimes feels like the only thing they have left. The truth is, doubt isn't the enemy. It's a natural part of the journey. There are moments when you will wonder if God is listening, if He is even there at all. But the key to enduring, to rising when you feel like falling, lies in choosing to believe when the evidence of your eyes is telling you to let go. Choosing to trust in a plan that seems unclear. You've been in that place, haven't you? Where the promises you once held close begin to feel like whispers in the wind. You look around and everything feels uncertain, and the weight of it all makes you question the very foundation of your faith. But let me tell you something important. It's in this very place that your faith is being forged. God doesn't remove the struggles. He doesn't take away the pain. But He uses it. He uses the hardest moments to strengthen the very core of your belief. It's not about being immune to doubt. It's about choosing to trust in His plan even when you don't understand it. It's about standing tall when the ground beneath you is shaking, knowing that even if you can't see it, He's holding you steady. The battle for your faith isn't about fighting against doubt. It's about fighting to stay rooted in trust, to stand firm when everything within you wants to collapse. It's in those quiet moments of uncertainty that God's promises become the loudest. And let me tell you something, those promises are never empty. They are real, they are true, and they will carry you through the darkest day. Faith doesn't mean you won't be afraid. It doesn't mean that you won't feel broken or lost. It doesn't mean that you won't wonder if you're on the right path. But what it does mean is that when the world feels impossible, when your strength seems gone, you keep going. Not because you have all the answers, but because you know deep down that you don't walk alone. You walk with Him even when the road ahead is uncertain. The strongest women are not those who never feel doubt. They are the ones who choose to press forward, even when they can't see the next step. They keep going, not because they have all the answers, but because they know that faith isn't a feeling, it's a choice. And in those moments when it's hardest to believe, they choose to hold on. And that's how faith is built. Not in the easy moments, not in the times when everything makes sense. Faith is built in the struggles, in the moments where it feels like you're barely hanging on. And when you come through that, when you look back at how far you've come, you'll realize something. You are stronger than you think. Not because you had all the answers, but because you kept trusting, even when it didn't make sense. So if you're in that place right now, if the road ahead feels unclear, if you're questioning your faith, know this. God is using this moment to strengthen you, to refine you. You are not weak for feeling doubt, for wondering if it's all worth it. You are strong for choosing to keep trusting, even when you can't see what's coming next. And when you rise from this, when you look back at everything you've endured, you'll see that your faith isn't just something you believe in. It's the very thing that carried you through. And it will carry you even further to places you never thought possible. Because the battle for your faith is never just a battle. It's the shaping of the woman you are becoming, the woman you were always meant to be. You've been waiting, haven't you? Waiting for something to change. Waiting for the breakthrough that feels just out of reach. You've prayed, you've hoped, and yet you're still standing in the same place. The clock ticks and the days stretch on, but nothing seems to be moving. The world around you races forward. People around you get their answers, but here you are waiting. And it feels like the hardest thing in the world, doesn't it? To hold on to something when you don't know how much longer you can wait. When the silence feels deafening, when the weight of uncertainty is heavy on your chest. It's in these moments, in this waiting, that doubt creeps in. You start to wonder, is it ever going to happen? Have I been forgotten? Why does it feel like everyone else's prayers are being answered but mine? You're not alone in feeling this way. Waiting feels like an eternity when everything inside you is screaming to move, to take action, to make something happen. The world tells us that we need to be fast, to make things happen now, to not waste a single moment. But what if I told you that God's timing is not bound by the world's clock? The truth is, waiting isn't a punishment. It isn't a sign that you're not good enough or that you're being ignored. In fact, it's in these very seasons of waiting that God is doing some of His most powerful work in you. Every day you feel like you're standing still. Every hour that ticks by without movement, it's not wasted time. God is preparing you, shaping you, deepening your trust in Him in ways you can't yet see. The waiting is not a delay. It's part of the plan. It's hard, I know. The longer you wait, the more impatient you become. It feels like you've already given so much, done everything you can, but still nothing has changed. You might feel like giving up, like walking away from the dream you've been holding on to for so long. But in the stillness of your waiting, God is doing something far deeper than you realize. He is building your endurance, strengthening your heart, and preparing you for what's coming next. You see, when we rush, we often miss the lessons that come in the pauses. The world tells us to hustle, to always be doing. But the truth is, sometimes the most important thing you can do is to trust the process. Trust that in the quiet moments, when everything seems to be standing still, God is working in the background. He's working on you, shaping your character, preparing you for the things that you're not ready for yet. Because the blessings that are coming, God knows that you need to be strong enough to handle them. Waiting builds character. It teaches you patience, resilience, and most importantly, trust. It forces you to let go of control and realize that there are some things bigger than you at work. There is a plan being woven that you cannot see. And sometimes you have to trust that plan even when it doesn't make sense. You have to trust that the waiting is not a waste. It's a season of preparation for something greater than you could have imagined. God's strongest women are those who trust in His timing. They don't give up in the waiting. They don't walk away when it feels like nothing is happening. They trust that God is not late. He's never late. His timing is perfect. And in those moments of silence, of stillness, you are being refined. You are being prepared for the blessings that are on their way. The waiting is not the end of the story. It's the part of the journey that leads you to the next chapter. So if you're in a season of waiting right now, don't see it as a setback. See it as God's way of preparing you for what's next. He hasn't forgotten you. He hasn't left you. He is simply making sure that when your moment comes, you are ready for it. He is making sure that your heart, your mind, and your spirit are strong enough to receive the blessings that are coming your way. Waiting is not wasted time. It is a crucial part of the process. And when it finally happens, when the breakthrough comes, you'll look back on this season and realize that it wasn't just the waiting that mattered. It was what you became in the waiting. The person you are now is not the same person you were before you started this journey. You are stronger, you are wiser, and you are ready. There's a point, isn't there? A moment where the weight of everything becomes too much to carry. It's like the world has knocked you down so many times that you don't know how much more you can take. Every day it feels like a battle you never signed up for. You've been hurt, you've been let down, and you've faced loss that has left you questioning if you even have the strength to keep going. And yet here you are, still breathing, still moving forward, even when it feels like everything inside of you is telling you to stop. But I want you to know this. It's in those moments when you feel like you can't keep going that you are actually becoming stronger than ever before. Resilience isn't about being unbreakable. It's about getting back up every single time you fall. It's not about avoiding failure or pain. It's about how you rise after being knocked down. And in that rising, you find a strength that you didn't even know was there. The strongest women aren't those who have never experienced hardship. They're the ones who keep going, even when they're tired, broken, and unsure. They keep moving forward because they know that the battle is never over until God says it is. And that's where your strength lies, knowing that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you have the power to rise again. You have been given the gift of resilience. A gift that doesn't come from your own strength, but from a deeper place, from a power far beyond you. Resilience is a gift from God. It's a divine force that lives inside of you, pushing you to keep moving forward. Even when the road feels impossible to travel. It's that quiet strength that keeps you going when everything else says stop. You don't see it at first. You don't feel it when you're deep in the pain, when the weight of your struggles feels unbearable. But it's there. It's in your bones, in your spirit, in the deepest part of you. It's that force that keeps you from staying down, from letting life break you. The truth is, you will fall. You will face pain, loss, and heartache. But what defines you is not the fall, it's how you rise from it. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about embracing the fact that you will face challenges, but you will never be defeated by them. Every time you rise, every time you push through, you become a little stronger, a little more unstoppable. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have everything figured out. In fact, you won't. But the beauty of resilience is that it doesn't require perfection. It only requires that you don't give up. That's it. Resilience is the quiet determination to keep moving forward no matter how hard the journey gets. It's the knowledge that no matter what, the battle is not over until God says it is. And He hasn't said that for you yet. The strongest women know this truth. They know that they are not defined by the battles they face, but by their ability to rise again. They know that their strength isn't in their ability to avoid failure, it's in their ability to keep going after they've been knocked down. And every time they rise a little higher, a little stronger, with a faith that is unshakable. You've been through so much. You've faced struggles that have tried to break you, to take away your hope, your faith, your belief in yourself. But you're still here. You're still standing. And that right there, that's resilience. It's a strength that is inside of you, placed there by God Himself. It's the divine force that makes you rise from the ashes again and again. So the next time life knocks you down, remember this: you were not made to stay on the ground. You were made to rise. And no matter how many times you fall, you will always have the strength to get back up. That's the gift of resilience. It's the gift that keeps you moving forward no matter what, because the battle isn't over until God says it is, and He has not said that for you yet. There are moments when the world feels like it's closing in on you, when the weight of everything is just too much to carry alone. You've been through the pain, the exhaustion, the loneliness, and there's a part of you that feels like no one truly understands what you're going through. You stand there feeling like you're the only one facing a battle that no one else can fight for you. You keep pushing forward, but each step feels heavier than the last. But what if I told you that you don't have to carry it alone? What if I told you that the strength you need to keep going isn't found in isolation, but in the people around you? The truth is, the strongest women are not those who stand alone. They are the ones who know how to lean on others when the weight of the world becomes too much to bear. They are the ones who understand that true strength comes not from fighting alone, but from allowing others to fight alongside them. You don't have to do this by yourself. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to lean on the people who love you when you're tired, when you're broken, when you don't think you can go another step. God didn't design us to walk this journey alone. He gave us family, friends, and communities to lift us up when we can't stand on our own. There's power in that, power in letting someone else carry part of your load, power in letting others help you fight the battles that seem impossible. But I know how hard it can be to reach out. There's a pride that sometimes holds us back, a fear that others will see us as weak or incapable. You might be thinking, if I let people in, will they judge me? Will they think I can't handle it? But the truth is, allowing others to support you is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. You are not meant to do it all alone. And the people around you, they're not there to carry you just for a moment. They're there to walk with you for the long haul, to help you stand up when you've fallen, and to remind you that no matter how hard it gets, you don't have to face it all by yourself. I want you to remember this. You are stronger when you allow others to strengthen you. When you open up to those who care about you, when you let your guard down and let them in, you create a space for healing. You allow them to lift you when your strength is running low, and in turn, you build a support system that you can lean on when life feels unbearable. You don't lose your strength by leaning on others, you gain more. You gain the strength to keep going, to keep fighting, and to keep believing in what lies ahead. It's in these moments when we allow others to help us that we see the beauty of community. It's not just about receiving help, it's about giving and receiving, about standing together shoulder to shoulder through the trials that life throws our way. God created us to be in relationship with one another, to support each other, to fight together, to love each other through our darkest moments. The strength of a community isn't measured by how much one person can carry, it's measured by how much the whole group can lift together. So if you're struggling right now, if you're carrying the weight of your world and it feels too heavy, don't hesitate to lean on those who are there for you. It's okay to need people, it's okay to need help. There's no shame in asking for support. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. And remember, when you allow others to walk with you, you become part of something bigger. You become part of a chain of love, of resilience, of strength that carries each of you forward. Don't let pride or fear hold you back from accepting the help that's right in front of you. You don't have to do it alone. God uses the support of others to help us face even the toughest challenges, and in doing so, He shows us that we are never truly alone. You are never truly alone. And together with those who love you, you can face anything that comes your way. Let them carry you when you can't stand on your own, and let them help you rise higher than you ever thought possible. There's a weight you carry, one that feels like it's pushing you deeper into the ground with every step. It's the heaviness of struggle, something you never asked for but somehow had to face. You've stood in the middle of it, looked at the mess of it all, and wondered why this is happening to you. Why does it feel like the more you try to rise, the harder life knocks you down? Why does everything you touch seem to turn to struggle? I want you to take a moment and really think about what you've been through. The moments that made you question yourself, that made you doubt your worth. The pain you've carried quietly when the world saw only the surface and couldn't feel the storm inside. You've been through things that have tried to break you. And yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still fighting. That's because there is beauty in the struggle. I know it doesn't feel that way when you're in the middle of it. But the truth is, the strongest women aren't the ones who have never faced hardship. They are the ones who have faced it head on, seen it for what it truly is, and used it to become more than they ever imagined. Struggles are not obstacles, they are the pathway to your greatness. Every battle you face is not a curse. It's a chance for you to evolve, to grow, and to shine brighter than you were before. It's easy to look at hardship as something that's meant to defeat you, to make you smaller, to break you into pieces. But that's not the purpose of struggle. The purpose is to shape you into something greater. What if I told you that every battle, every challenge you faced has been a part of a divine plan? What if the pain you're feeling right now is not meant to crush you, but to refine you? God doesn't give His strongest women battles they can't handle. He gives them the struggles that will push them, pull them, and shape them into who they were meant to be. The tears, the sleepless nights, the moments where you felt like you couldn't go on, they are the fires that refine you, that make you stronger, that show you just how resilient you really are. And yes, it's painful. Yes, it's hard. But that doesn't mean it's not worth it. You are stronger than you think, not because of what you've avoided, but because of what you've survived. The grace you carry isn't something that's been handed to you, it's something you've earned, piece by piece. Through every hardship, through every moment of doubt, you have faced your struggles, and you've come out the other side more resilient, more powerful, and more whole than you were before. The world will tell you that struggle is something to fear, something to avoid at all costs. But for the women who know their worth, for the women who understand their divine purpose, struggle is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to show the world who you really are, to show the strength and grace that God has placed within you. It's in the deepest parts of your battle that you will find your true power. The greatest strength doesn't come from avoiding pain, it comes from walking through it, rising from it, and using it to fuel your growth. So, don't look at your struggles as a burden. Don't see them as something that's holding you back. Instead, see them as the raw material that is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. Every time you rise, every time you push through, you are becoming more of who you were always meant to be. More of the woman you were created to be. You may not have the answers right now, you may not understand the purpose of your pain, but you will. And when you do, you'll see that every moment of struggle has led you to this moment of realization. You are not the same as you were before. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are more capable. And this struggle you're facing, it's only making you shine brighter. There are moments when it feels like the weight of everything you've been through is suffocating you. You face the pain, the doubt, and the fear. You've been knocked down, hurt in ways that cut deeper than you ever thought possible. It feels like your circumstances have a hold on you, like you're trapped in a cycle that keeps pulling you under. And in those moments, it's easy to believe that you're nothing more than a victim of what's happening to you. But I want to tell you something powerful. You are not a victim. You are not the sum of your struggles, your pain, or your circumstances. You are a conqueror. There is a strength within you that you've barely scratched the surface of. It is a strength that has been placed inside you by God. And it's time to stop running from the power that is yours. Yes, life has hurt you. Yes, you felt lost. Yes, you've wondered if you could keep going. But here you are, still breathing, still moving, still standing. That's not by accident. That's the power that God has given you. That's the resilience, the strength, the courage to rise again even when it feels like everything is stacked against you. You've been fighting battles that no one sees. You've been carrying burdens that no one understands. But inside of you there's a fire burning, a fire that is not meant to be extinguished. It's time to embrace it. It's time to stop doubting your ability to rise, to own your path, and to take charge of the life that is yours to live. Rising above the pain doesn't mean pretending it's not there. It doesn't mean ignoring the scars or acting like they don't exist. Rising above means acknowledging your pain, facing it head on, and choosing to keep moving forward. It's about using everything you've been through as fuel to rise higher than you ever thought possible. It's about standing tall even when the world feels like it's pressing you down. It's about realizing that no matter what you've been through, you have everything you need to overcome. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are strong. The strength you need to rise above has already been placed inside you. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of pain has been preparing you for this moment. It hasn't broken you. It has made you stronger, sharper, and more capable than you ever imagined. God didn't create you to be a victim. He created you to be a warrior, to rise above every challenge, to embrace your power with grace and confidence. You have been equipped with everything you need. All the strength, all the wisdom, all the resilience you need is already inside of you. You've just been waiting for the moment to step into it fully, to take ownership of your path and rise above whatever has tried to hold you back. I know it's not easy. I know the road ahead may seem unclear. But you are not alone. God is walking with you, and every step you take is a step toward the woman you are meant to become. The woman who doesn't back down from fear. The woman who doesn't let doubt define her. The woman who rises above every challenge, fully embracing the power that God has placed inside her. It's time to stop shrinking back. It's time to stop letting fear control your story. It's time to step into your power. Every part of you that has been broken, every moment you felt weak, every time you've doubted yourself, those moments have not defined you. They've refined you. They've made you stronger, more resilient, and more capable of rising above anything that comes your way. So take a deep breath. Stand tall. You are a conqueror. You are not defined by your circumstances. You are defined by your ability to rise above them. And as you rise, you will shine brighter than ever before, because your strength is not just your own. It's the power that God has placed within you, and it is unstoppable.